Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Dose, July 6, 2026. We're 8 days away from the publication of my book, Smarter About Sports. You see it over my shoulder here. Excited for it. Hope you all buy it. If you haven't yet, please pre-order at Amazon. And as per this, I'm going to do a story from the book, one of hundreds of stories that I tell from a life on the business side of sports. Green Bay, Brett Favre. He was a star unlike any star. Got to know him well, dressed next to him. He had a locker room in the auxiliary locker room because it was too jammed all the time in the regular locker room, people trying to get to him. He was as big a star as there is today back then. I mean, it was pre-internet. It was pre-social media. But, of course, everywhere we went, people wanted to see Brett. Everyone wanted to talk to Brett. One story is we had a Monday night game late in the season one year. It was in Oakland, and we went out a day early, which was nice. So we went out Saturday. We had the Sunday afternoon to ourselves. It was relaxing. It was good weather, which is always nice being from Green Bay and late in the season. So we were just hanging out. The players were off all Sunday afternoon. And I got a call in my room, which was odd, on the room hotel phone. I was watching football. And it was Bus Cook, Brett Favre's agent and close friend. And he usually opens the call with a joke or something light. And he was very urgent and concerned. He said, "Where's Brett?" I said, "I don't know where he is." He said, "I can't reach him. Where is he?" I said, "I don't know. They have the day off." He said, "Irv died." Irv was Brett's father, was around the team a lot, big Irv. He was always in the locker room, had a lot of friends on the team. And he died, and it was sad. It was a heart attack. So we had to find Brett. And we all sort of went looking for Brett. We thought maybe he was out on the golf course. We were right. We reached Doug Peterson, our backup quarterback, who was playing with Brett along with our kicker, Ryan Longwell. Ryan went to Cal and knew some courses around there. And we finally got Doug on the phone, who handed the phone to Brett. And they were in a jovial mood. And, of course, we hooked in Deanna, his wife, and told him that his father had died. He came back to the hotel in their golf clothes. And he just had one message while he was crying. He just said, "I want to play. I want to play. I want to play for my dad, who was a coach. I want to play for the team." And he addressed the team. And there was not a dry eye in the room when he addressed that team. It was so powerful. And then, as many of you know, the next night on Monday Night Football, John Madden in Oakland, the balls just seemed to drop from the sky into our receiver's hand. Brett had an amazing game, amazing touchdown throws. And I'm not really a religious guy, but there's something going on that night, something spiritual. And of course, he walked off the field with his wife, and it was just a storybook ending to a weekend. We came back to Green Bay for a couple of days. Then we chartered a plane, went to Brett's funeral in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. His dad's funeral. Brett didn't speak, but it was interesting seeing him in that environment. He was not a superstar quarterback. He was not an A-list person. He was a friend, a neighbor, a community member, a cousin, but most importantly, a son. And it was just an interesting time to see Brett Favre away from the lights, away from the cameras, and going through personal tragedy. So that's just one story in the book out of hundreds. I hope you all buy it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your associates. Smarter About Sports, opening on July 14th, but you can pre-order, of course, on Amazon. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.